Hello, my name is Alia Afika and I'm from K9. I want to explain about phylum Basidiomycota and the importance of fungi.
Several days later.
So hi, I want to explain about phylum Basidiomycota, which is members in phylum Basidiomycota called Basidiomycetes, which is include mushroom, jelly fungi, bracket fungi, puffballs, stinghorns, chef fungi, smuts, and rusts. It is also often called club fungi, which is club fungi is a fungi that produce small club like reproductive structures called basidia. Basidia is the singular basidium. And for such as for the mushrooms, it is a filamentous fungi that typically form large structures called fruiting bodies, such as portabella, shiitake, and jelly fungi.
A few moments later.
So, where we can find this phylum Basidiomycota? I think we can find it at a tree. So, look at this. I found it. This is phylum Basidiomycota as a decomposer. So we can see it has gills and piles. Okay, next I want to discuss about the reproduction of phylum Basidiomycota. It is seldom reproduced asexually, but it is produced sexually by forming spores, which is basidiospores, in a structure called basidium.
One eternity later.
So I say it reproduces sexually by forming spores, which is basidiospores. We can look at this. This is basidiospores in a structure called basidium. This is a basidium. It can be found in lining gills. This is the lining here. We call it lining gills inside the basidiocarp. So where is the basidiocarp? This is the basidiocarps. The basidiocarps consist of a stem called a stalk and a flattened structure known as a cap of pillars. So underside the caps are rows of gills that radiate out from the center, and each gill lined by thousands of dikaryotic basidia, which is cells that contain two nuclei. In each basidium, two nuclei fuse to form zygote. Then, the zygote undergoes meiosis to form 4 haploid nuclei that develop into 4 basidiospores, which is these basidiospores we release into the air.
Next, I would like to explain about the importance of fungi.
There's no such thing as a clean part of moldy bread. That's because mold is a fungus, like mushrooms. The caps on the surface are easy enough to spot, but there's a vast network of subterranean roots called hyphae that you can't see. So let's take another look at that bread of yours. Ugh, disgusting. Well, maybe you can just grab another piece from the same loaf. Well, that's not such a good idea either, because by the time the mold sprouts its fuzzy head, what you're really seeing is the reproductive part of the mold called sporangiums. Each sporangium releases tens of thousands of spores, so even though you can't see it, that entire loaf could be teeming with fungus. But it seems like such a waste to just throw it out. Well, ultimately, it's a gamble. Just like eating a wild mushroom, many are fine, but some can be deadly.
After you watch this video, you can see that fungi can act as a pathogen because they obtain their nutrients from a living host organism, a relationship which usually harms the host. Such parasitic fungi usually have specialized tissues called haustoria It is singular haustorium which penetrate the host body.
Most of the diseases which affect agricultural plants are caused by parasitic fungi.
Some examples are corn smut, black stem rust of wheat and barley, and cotton root rot.
Some species of fungi can also be parasitized animals. Even humans can be parasitized by fungi which cause diseases such as athlete's foot, ringworm, and yeast infections. Next, the importance of fungi has commercial importance in food production. Rhizopus oligosporus is used to produce tempeh, which is nutritionally enriched, and cheeses such as gorgonzola, roquefort, Stilton, and Blue have fungal colonies that give these cheese their distinctive flavors. Moreover, many mushrooms are edible and used in many dishes across the world. Lastly, yeast produce ethyl alcohol and carbon dioxide from sugar through fermentation and has been exploited to make wine, beer, and other fermented beverages. Hello! Next, I would like to explain about importance of fungi as a symbiont. Lichens are fungi that live in a symbiotic association with autotrophic green algae or cyanobacteria. Both organisms get benefits. Algae make food and fungi supply moisture, shelter, and anchorage. Next, symbiotic association of a fungus living on plant roots is called mycorrhiza, which is fungus absorbs sugars made by plants while plants absorb more water and mineral with aid of the fungus.
Many types of fungi have symbiotic mutual relationships with other organisms. For example, fungi can help increase the surface area of plant roots for so many species of plants and help the plant access more water and minerals. And in return, the fungus gets some products of the plant's photosynthesis. Or there's lichen, which is a symbiotic relationship of a fungus and typically an algae. We mentioned lichen in our ecological succession video, where you can see its role as a pioneer species. And lichen is also a food and habitat source for other organisms.
Next, fungi as a decomposers. Fungi play an important ecological role in the decomposition of dead plants, animals, and other organic matter. They break down organic materials and release large amounts of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. Nitrogen and other important nutrients will be recycled within the ecosystems for use by plants and other organisms.
Lastly, fungi used for pharmaceutical. Penicillium notatum produces penicillin, the most widely used and effective antibiotic. Other drugs derived from fungi include the antibiotic, such as griseofulvin, used clinically to inhibit the growth of fungi, statin, used to lower blood cholesterol levels, and cyclosporin, used to suppress immune responses in patients who receive organ transplants.